Today, we've got something very special for you guys because I'm going to be showing you what I consider to be one of the best downloads in the history of any Football Manager game. What I'm about to show you is easy to download and will instantly change the whole outlook of your next Football Manager save, and it makes it 10 times as fun almost as the current FM game that you're playing. I think it's great. I'm hoping you guys will love it. And without further ado, let's go and show you what it is. This is the Ultimate Legends and Stars download for your FM saves spanning from 1844 to 2024. Created by Fenich, it is available to download on the FMSCOUT website. I'll leave a link in the description. And as you can imagine based on the name, what this does is it brings every legend from football history to life all in one save all at once. So if you ever wanted to imagine the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi playing at the same time as your Johan Cruyffs, your R9s, your Zidanes, all of these players are going to cross over. But we're not talking recent history either. We're going all the way back to the Bobby Moores of this world, the Bobby Charltons. Pele, Maradona, Puskás, just to name a few, and even the likes of Jimmy Greaves from way back in the day are all going to be in your Football Manager saves all at once, meaning the competition levels are going to be very high and the players you can sign are going to be totally different to what you can normally get in FM. Now, as you can see on the website here, there's two ways that you can download this database. The easiest one is if you play on Steam. You just need to go onto this button that will take you to the Steam workshop. You hit the subscribe button, and next time you load into your FM save, it will be available as an editor data file. Alternatively, if you hit the download button, you'll get the database itself downloaded onto your PC, and you just need to drop it into the correct folder, which is the editor data folder. I'll put the path below now of where you need to save it. It's pretty easy to get to, but if you don't know, there's plenty of different articles and videos online about how to access this folder. But very simply, download the file, pop it into the editor data folder, and you're going to be good to go. But wait a second, because you might not want to go straight into FM just yet, because also provided with all of these players is their faces as well, the face pack that you can add to your game, so you can actually see the pictures and it's not just them hollowed out photos that you normally see in FM. Very simply, again, all you need to do is download the file. It's about 300 megabytes. It will all be linked in the description, but you then basically have to put this in a different folder. I'll leave the path to it down below. If you don't have a graphics folder, you might just need to create it, then make one called Faces, and then drop the downloaded folder into there. Launch Football Manager fresh after closing it down, and you should see those faces in your game. Now, before you go ahead and use this database, I would suggest reading the article that you can download this file from. It just gives you a bit of information, a bit more of a background about how it works and how it decides players' attributes and what teams they start at. But if you aren't already sold, here's some things that set the database apart. Every player and manager are meticulously researched before they're put into the game to make sure it all functions the way that it should do, with the best players of all time having a slightly higher potential than the ones that are footballing great. So you'll be able to see the separation between the likes of Messi and Maradona and those other players. And all of these legends will be playing alongside some of your favourite players from the current day world, so you can relive all the different rivalries across the years with these famous players, and it basically becomes this fantasy world where all the players that you've ever wondered what would it be like if they played with them or he was against him, now you're going to be able to see that in game. It's super easy to set up. I mean, the Steam Workshop is the easiest way to go, but of course that download is there too for you if you want to do it through the FMSCOUT website. But a big shout out to Fenich, the guy behind this. I might be pronouncing it wrong, but he gave us permission to make this video. We at FMSCOUT wanted to highlight it because of the great work that's gone into it. But now let's go and see what it looks like in game. Well, instantly, you're going to be transported into this completely foreign world of football where all of these guys are playing at the same time. Now, this has to be on a new save. They don't just get added to an existing save, as you can imagine, so you have to start fresh. And right at the beginning, as you set up your save, make sure you select this editor data file before you begin to make sure it takes place. Again, if there's any questions about that stuff, let me know in the comments. But as you can see, we are now here in this world where, yes, it says that it's 2023, the start of your Football Manager game, but as you can see already just on these few images, there's some players here that you wouldn't expect to be in a normal FM game because it's brought back legends of the past, like in Chelsea's case, John Terry's here. There's a 26-year-old Ashley Cole too. Again, if you want to know why the ages of players are a certain way and why they start at certain clubs, the description of that is in the article that I'll link where you can get the download from. But as you can see already, this footballing world is totally different. Just using England as your example, we've got a Premier League that features the likes of Sheffield Wednesday, Preston, Middlesbrough, and in their squads are players of bygone eras. Let's check out Manchester United, and in their lineups you can see the likes of, if we go by transfer value, Ruud van Nistelrooy is here in the game, and he's alongside players of former eras like Bobby Charlton. There's a 21-year-old Chris Smalling. We've also got a 19-year-old Paul Scholes as well. And if you're like me, you probably looked at this initially and went, well, no one's going to have a chance against United now. They've got too much of a good squad and no one's going to be able to compete. But in every save, the attributes of the players can vary. So from starting a save to starting a different save, you're going to see a completely different world featuring all of these players from the past. Like Man United here are actually only predicted 10th, because as good as the squad is with what I've just shown you, all the teams above them actually have better squads. So you've got teams like Liverpool. They've got legends like Kevin Keegan in their lineup, Ian Rush, and players that will never be forgotten like Diogo Jota, of course, a tragedy recently. Great that he has been kept in this database so that you can still use him alongside those other Liverpool legends, as Diogo Jota certainly is now. But it's Manchester City who are predicted top of the pile. If we have a look at their squad and go by value, yes, they've got Erling Haaland, but not too far behind him is this man, Eric Brook. Now, I like my football. I probably know my football history over the last few years, probably the last couple of decades, but if you're asking me who Eric Brook is, I personally have no idea. But clearly, he's a very good player, and he is someone that I'm sure Manchester City fans will love to use alongside the likes of Aguero and company and Zabaleta. But it's great to see them all playing alongside other players like current Ballon d'Or winner Rodri. And if you're wondering as well, the under-21s and under-18s are all filled out with players too. Like here at Man City in their under-21s is Colin Bell coming through, who is a name that I recognise. In the under-18s, Daniel Sturridge is coming through as a 16-year-old. There's a 14-year-old Timmy O'Wiska. I mean, look at his face. He must be from back in the early 1900s, the picture we're getting there. But because this is a totally different world, it's Preston who are predicted second place and most likely challengers to Man City, managed by a much younger David Moyes. They've got a squad that features some very high value players, and a lot of them, I'll be honest, because Preston's era of having legends is probably a bit longer past than some of the teams that I'm currently aware of. I don't know any of these guys, but clearly in this save they are very, very good. But of course, I've just focused on the Premier League here, and many of the other world stars of football are available to have in your saves. Now, I will say before I show you this, there might have been a few pictures so far, I don't know personally because I don't know a lot of these players, that maybe the picture doesn't match the player that it is. And if you do see that, it's not because of the face pack they've provided, it's because I've already got a face pack for my normal football manager and it's crossing over with some of these players. So what you're about to see, I'm no expert, but I don't think it's Pele. So here you go, this is apparently Pele. Obviously, this is no fault of the actual face pack itself with this download. This is me because I've got my old face pack still installed as well. But yes, Pele, if you ignore the face, is available at Santos, 21 years of age, available to buy for 30 million. And what a bargain that would be. I mean, he's an absolute star in game and he's only going to get better. Maybe you've got a bit more budget and you want to go buy R9 from PSV Eindhoven, 18 years of age. The Brazilian is obviously a superstar in his own right. So maybe now you could see what it would be like having him and Cristiano play together. Speaking of the mercurial Cristiano Ronaldo, he is of course at Manchester United here. And Messi is a 17-year-old at Barcelona, ready to break through and become a world star. And that Louis van Gaal Barcelona team features the likes of Stoichkov, Rivaldo, Eto'o, Dani Alves, amongst many other great names. At Bayern, you can find the likes of Gerd Müller, Franz Beckenbauer, alongside Ribéry, Kahn, Mateus, and Arjen Robben. And I could go through every team here and show you some famous players, but you get the idea. You can launch a save now where all of these guys are playing in the same world at once. I'm actually doing a video on my own channel where I'm going 5 years into the future, see what kind of things do crop up in the save. But it really is great fun. It's super competitive as well. Don't think just because you take over at Man City with all their stars that you're going to be able to win the league, because everybody else, teams you wouldn't expect like Sheffield Wednesday, Preston, I've seen when I've done these saves, they've ended up finishing in really high positions and challenging for the title. The same with Sunderland too. Their legends seem to be really good put together. So this honestly is great fun. If you're looking for a way to spice up your Football Manager save with it being out for so long, this is the way to do it. It is a great download. Big shout out again to Fenich and the team behind it for giving us the ability to post this here on the channel, and of course for making such a good piece of Football Manager content for totally free as well. You don't have to pay for this, and that's so great they're able to do that. So make sure you check it out. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.